This conference will now be recorded.
It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and this is the meeting of March 23rd, 2020. This is the meeting of the Safety and Health Committee. So with that, I will turn it over to, I'll turn it over to you, Cesar, before you turn it back over to me.
I got you. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to see the people that are on the phone call. Hopefully we get a couple more as we're going through today's items on the agenda. We're gonna have a pretty simple, easy agenda today. It's probably not gonna take the whole hour. So again, I appreciate everybody that jumped on the call and is making some time to go over these things, and hopefully we can get some productivity out of the few that we're here. And with that, Brianna, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, we need to approve the minutes from last month, so you should have those on the second page of your packet. So if I can get somebody to make a motion in the second, that would be fantastic.
It's been a minute since we've had to go over this, my bad. Yeah, so everybody that's on the phone, if I can get somebody to give me a motion for approval for the minutes for last month's meeting, and then after somebody gives the motion, can I get somebody to second it, please?
I'll move we adopt your minutes.
Okay.
I second it, Donovan.
I second.
Okay, so Mark Powers moves to approve. Donovan King seconds.
So I'm assuming Mark is the caller, right? Mark, did you call in? No, Mark
Caller.
isn't. Great.
Mark is on here, but we have a second caller. Who's the second caller?
Christy, Clayton, Fast Track Specialties. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Christy. Good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, basically, probably the biggest thing today is to update everybody on the vehicle safety campaign. So last month we talked about the different ask sheets that we had in English from Adams Insurance, and we needed those translated into Spanish. And so you've got the list of the 24. I didn't have Kilgore or MEMCOs. I did get Kilgore's this morning, so that one is taken care of. And so
Brianna. I said I'll get you mine this afternoon.
Okay. I have about, let's see how many, some of them have been loaded onto the website, and they're already up there. All the English ones are up there, and then all the Spanish ones that I had up till the last week were put up there. So I've got 14 more that I need to get loaded up there, and so I will put those in there. And I put a link to where those ask sheets are right now. So if you go onto our website, you can find them, but we just haven't started, putting the campaign out there. So I will get those taken care of this week, get the Spanish versions, just make sure they're all cleaned up and then get them online. The second part of that is our 7-part webinar education program, the one that Adams Insurance, Mike Maccomer, has been putting together. And so where we are at this point is we have 4 of them that have broken into the 30-minute sessions that are already uploaded on YouTube. Now, you can't see them if you just go to our channel. I can send the links, but I don't want them out there quite yet because we're not ready to launch a campaign. So they are on there, but they are not. You can't just see them. Now, those are in English. They did 2 more that I have that have not been uploaded yet, and I will get those uploaded. The safe accident-free driving doesn't happen and how to handle potential problems. And then the last one they got to me yesterday, and that's the Are You Properly Informed to Be a Driver? So these have been broken up into the 30-minute segments, and I actually think we have 8 because the daily drive was supposed to be 1, but it ended up being 2, I think. So we've got those. What Adams is working on right now is taking what Mike Maccomer is just sitting, at a desk and speaking to the camera. And so one of the things with GoToWebinar that we were able to do, or GoToMeeting, is the transcript comes with it. So we've been able to download the transcript of what Mike is saying, and what Adams is doing is they're going to transcribe that basically into Spanish, and then have one of their Spanish speakers at Adams Insurance sit down and go through the class. So We at first talked about just maybe dubbing over it, and that would just look ridiculous because it is just a talking head the whole time. If it was PowerPoint and slides in the background and then just voiced over, that would be one thing. But just to have Mike McComber sitting there and then somebody else trying to speak over it would just look like a bad B-rated movie. So Adams has taken on a lot to make this happen. Getting all of them done in English, and then now turning and trying to get them transcribed and then done in Spanish. So we will owe a lot. We won't owe them a lot, but we're very, very thankful that they've stepped in and taken over this and just basically given us a whole campaign. So that's where we are on those sessions, and they are working on getting those into Spanish. One of the things I wanted to show everybody was we've talked about Mike has questions that can be answered after each one of the 30-minute segments. So in looking at how we were going to do this, kind of visualizing, so Cesar says, for you three guys, I need you to go watch these videos, and then Cesar would give them the test afterward, and then they would take the test, and then Cesar would know that they had gone through. But I want to show you guys what Texas Moisture Protection is doing, because I kind of like the way that they have got theirs set up. And I have a contact over Texas Moisture. We have not spoken yet, but he can kind of walk me through how they have set all of this up. So let me share my screen with you. That's not the one I want you to see. Where is, not there's anything on any of my screens you can't see, but I'm just trying to get straight to where we want it to be. Oh, here it goes.
Share mine?
I got it. Hang on just a second here. Just kidding. There we go. Okay. So what they do is they send out an email to the staff that says, here's this week's safety meeting, and so then they give a link to the Google Docs. So you come to their Google Docs, and then you get to pick which one you want to do, what you want, English or you want Spanish. So then you go into it, and this shows, gives the information, name of the employees. I'm not quite sure how this would work. I'd have to figure out the admin part of this. But what company do you work for? I mean, we get all that taken care of. A lot of the stuff we'll take out is where's your paycheck, right? We're not doing any of that. But these here are where you would go in and do the safety meeting. So if you get in and you say, okay, policies in English, do that. It's housed on YouTube.
Safety items that should be reviewed at every safety.
And then you can go through and watch the video. So then below are the questions to the videos. And the way I envision this is this would be each page would be one of the 30-minute segments. So we wouldn't have a ton of stuff in here, but then they could answer the questions after watching the video and then get that turned in. I'm not quite sure where that would go, but they submit it. It comes to me, and I could send it to Cesar and say, yeah, so and so took this and he passed it. So I really like the way they have this set up, and I haven't been able to figure out a different way of doing it that would make it either easier or more streamlined. This seems like a very streamlined process, as long as I'm collecting the correct information on the front end. So with that being said, what do you guys think about what they've done, and then me trying to just basically do the same thing that they've done, but set it up, basically for us?
Brianna, this is Jose. And something that I want to bring up is that we're actually able to see who's watching the video and who's not watching the video, so we can track the guys that do not watch the video. We can always get back with them. So this is something that is helping us, because sometimes the GC asks for the sign-in sheets, so we send them the electronic sign-in sheets that we get from the guys.
Okay, yeah, that would be, I love the way you guys have this set up, and I think there's a very easy way for us to be able to, get this out and for you guys to use it. It used to be easy for you guys to use, whoever we're gonna, use this, to make it as streamlined as possible. So you can just say, Roman can say, Bill, I need you to watch this morning. I need this in by the end of the day. And by the end of the day, you've got something, Roman, that says he watched it, he answered 3 of the 5 questions correctly, and you're good to go. I mean, it shouldn't be a lot of work on your guys' end, and it shouldn't be a lot of work on this end either once it's set up. And this may be a way that we then move forward with some of our other training as well. If we can get this working right, this could be a really great way for us to offer training and then proof of that training to, you know, whoever's sending the people who are going. So are there any other comments, suggestions?
I was actually thinking about how we could implement this for the CTF.
In what sense? In what way?
When we do the job site visits, you know, having something like this would be very useful.
Like instead of filling out the paperwork, you're filling this out as you're walking through, and then
It could get submitted like immediately to you. You wouldn't have to wait for us to get back or scan it into you. Like you'd already know.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That would be a great way to get that set up. One of the other things I do want to look at is the overall. This is on Google, but I do want to talk to our marketing company who does our website to see if this is something we can incorporate actually on our website. And I don't know if it would be possible, and if not, or if it, you know, it's a lot of money to get that, the back end of it built up and everything. We won't worry about that now. I will just figure out the Google. I think there's some other opportunities for this as well. Does anybody else have any comments, or, you know, from what you see on there? What you see on there?
This is Jorge with Chamberlin. I like that if that's what we're gonna do for the driving classes, because we show one thing and we have the option to put in, these are the people that are in here. These are the people that are taking the class. And then, you know, as a group, we can take the test or whatever, but I like that we can all watch the same thing, English or Spanish. I like that we can add everybody that's there. And then I like the test at the end so that everybody shows proof of knowledge. So that's a real good idea for that they have over there. And if we can resource it, even better.
Agreed. No reason to reinvent the wheel if that wheel is round and it's rolling. Okay, then I will move forward with the gentleman at Texas Moisture, who's kind of the background and can give me some more information on all of this. So there we go. The other thing to update you guys on is the when incidents happen, that is the ball is in my court, and I let the ball go flat. So I need to pump that ball back up and get it out there. Everything is in my hands, and I just need to get it out there and announce the campaign and get it set up properly on the website. So that is, I will have that done before we have the next meeting, because I would love to be able to, I'd said I wanted to do it the first part of March, but I'd love to be able to get it launched the first part of April. And then we finish out with all the Spanish stuff, and then maybe by the first part of May, we're launching the vehicle campaign. And so I think that would be great. Or we focus on the OSHA stand down that first part of May, and then by the 15th of May, we launch this other campaign, because it just means that we're just sending out a lot of safety stuff, which is great. You know, April, May, end of May. So I've got that handled, or we'll have that handled. And then for OSHA stand down hard hat stickers, I was able to deliver some of the hard hat stickers to last week's lunch meeting. I have the other ones here. I don't have the MEMCO MEREK ones yet. I will get those. It's a big order. That one's coming in. I'll get those to you guys. But I will probably be reaching out to some of you to see if you're going to have somebody at the lunch meeting in April and get them to there. Otherwise, I need to start getting these mailed out so everybody has their hard hat stickers. And then the whole OSHA safety thing, that's basically the same thing we're doing last year. So I just need to go in and kind of update some of the emails, and then those will go out weekly of all the different fall prevention stuff that we have, because you guys did so much work last year, and so we get to just reuse all that stuff. So that's kind of what I had for today. What else do you
I actually wanted to bring up a subject here. I know that we had discussed about possibly starting the in-person meetings in June. And I was thinking about bringing up the possibility of maybe doing those a little sooner. Now that we've started looking at, being able to do things, obviously with certain precautions in place, but just kind of like being at the luncheon last week, Brianna, I was just able to see that it's easy to maintain safe distance as long as we, continue wearing our masks and obviously watching for symptoms. If you're sick, don't come. But for the most part, I think that if the committee is in agreement, I think that we may be ready to look at doing the in-person meeting sooner than June.
Chamberlin is ready and willing to support. I know we got it this year. Our training room holds about 188 people, but we're limiting it to 100 at a time because of the COVID corona stuff. So you let us know, we're here.
Thank you, Jorge. So, Brianna, is this something that you want to possibly do this meeting or the next one? Maybe put it up to vote? See what the committee says?
I mean, that's up to you guys. If you want to do it, it would be April 27th if we did the April one.
Yeah, let's do the next meeting in person. I know all of us are doing training in person, so it's not like we don't know each other and how to get at least 3 feet apart. I think that's the new guidance now.
Has that?
Elementary school. Oh, but wait a second. This group, yeah, only 3 feet's required.
We're
Okay.
all
Everyone's gonna have beer and hot dogs ready. Yeah.
So, I mean, then we'll put it up for vote. All those, not in accordance with, but all those in favor of next month's meeting being in person at Chamberlin, aye.
Just unmute yourself for a second. And then I'll...
Aye. All right.
Chamberlin says,
Chamberlin says, was that a no? Did Chamberlin say no?
Yeah.
Chamberlin says yay, yes.
Okay. That sounded like a no, Jorge. I was like, yo, you just offered your facility and now you're saying no.
I got it on recording too, so.
Y'all come on with it. Come on.
Okay. So we have, okay, we've gotten a bunch of ayes. For those of you that don't want to show your faces, you can always put it on the chat like Michael did. Thank you, Michael. Any nays? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, so I think well, yes, in person. Okay. So I think we have an agreement here from the committee, Brianna. I think that next month is gonna be. I'm excited now. I'll get to see everybody in person.
And remember, Jorge, we're gonna need that chair in the middle because somebody's gonna be late.
Not calling out names, Robert.
Well, our doors are magnetized, so the person that's late gets to knock on a locked door.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yep, for sure. Awesome. Definitely a great way to cap off that meeting there. We're finally gonna be able to get to see each other in person after what, a year?
Yeah. Well, and I can give out the hard hat stickers too. So we can make sure everybody has somebody there that's on the safety committee. That will be great. That'll be very easy. All right. Well, we will start in then.
Awesome. So aside from that, that was what I wanted to bring up. I don't have anything else unless anybody has any new business, anything that they want to share.
This is Jorge with Chamberlin. We were trying to reach out to other partners within the ASA to see if we could help with their fall protection stand downs. The people that I tried to reach out to, I got 0 response from. So I didn't know if anybody else had tried or not. I actually got one number that turned out to be unavailable. So I don't know. How do I give that information back to you guys?
just let me know, Jorge, because yeah, if there's somebody that we're missing or I have the wrong contact information for, I definitely need to know that.
Will do. I'll send you a little text right now with who it was.
Okay,
Brianna, when is the next luncheon?
April 15th.
Would that give us enough time to maybe have a committee member join the luncheon and maybe put out a little, couple of minutes so that we can talk about the May Fall Prevention Week and just kind of offer, because I believe we had said that if people, like Jorge just said, if people need help with that, I think we got a couple of members here that are more than willing, myself included, if people need help with their stand downs, we'll come out and we'll do them, provided, as long as they're able to provide the people will provide the knowledge and help them run through it, or we can even go ahead and help the person that's within their company that's going to do that. And, we can work on that as well.
Yeah, I can add that on there. I'll just need to make sure that somebody from the committee is there to talk about it.
You said April 15th?
April 15th.
What's the subject of the luncheon gonna be?
Oh, that doesn't matter. All of our lunches are fantastic. It doesn't matter what the subject is.
I know. Just wondering if I want to stay for the whole thing or if I just want to make an appearance for the safety and then bounce.
Yeah, it's gonna be Andy. So that part is gonna be it will be enjoyable, and it is the title is COVID spelled backwards is DIVOC, as in why DIVOC don't I have insurance for COVID?
Okay.
Why DIVOC? Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I did that. Andy did that, but I was like, all right, we're rolling with it. Yeah, if you laugh about it, great. If you're offended, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot more to be offended about in this world than that.
It's been a rough year. I think we can take it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. And I'll also remind everybody in the room that if they are going to do it, to make sure that they are doing it and turning everything in and all of that stuff. So yeah.
We can go over all the materials that we put out last year. We can go over, the tracking, the numbers. There's a couple of items that we can touch up on.
Yeah.
Anybody here wants or is already planning on attending the luncheon? All right, Roman. Roman has now volunteered to do the safety announcement. No, I'll register, Brianna. I'll be there just in case.
Okay, that would be great. And I'll write up kind of a, not necessarily a script, but at least points to cover. And then maybe even do a whole printed packet that's separate, that's just fall prevention stuff. Not like all our fall prevention ask sheets and all that, because there's just way too much, but at least some things where people go, oh yeah, some of the stuff they need, like how to do a fall prevention stand down, how to do it during COVID, because we do have one of those. So those kind of things. Okay, that would be great.
It's a good leeway into that month that, it's close to the month, but we still have plenty of time because it was rolled out towards the latter end of the month. So that should give everybody enough, Roman, that should give everybody enough time to look over materials or reach out if they need help,
Yeah, it's a full 2 weeks prior to the stand down, so that'll help. Plus, the stuff will already have been coming out about it. So awesome. Anything else, Cesar?
No, I was gonna say, sorry, it was, I think that, that covers it from what I thought and what was brought up in the discussion. I don't know if anybody else has any other input, anything else they want to say? No, the quiets have it today. Jose, thank you for your input. Christy, you're in the committee. Anything you wanna bring up?
No additions today.
Okay. No questions, no concerns?
No, thank you though.
Okay, you're welcome. Ernesto, I've seen him here a couple of times before, but he's also kind of the newer ones. We want to make sure everybody feels included. So, anybody else? Michael as well. I want to say I've recognized Michael's name, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't see his face, so I can't tell you 100%. But anybody, Donovan, you're usually good at participating, man. All I got was an eye from you today.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot to say today. It's good content, but I'm excited about the upcoming driving safety stuff. I think it's moving down the track, and it's a good thing.
Okay, good stuff. Erick, you good? All right. Carlos went quiet. He was the first one to join, and then he just disappeared. I think we're good. I think everybody has put in their input, what they wanted to say, they needed to say.
I do want to say I did, just to Brianna. I actually got a lot from the luncheon the other day, the C3 luncheon. I thought it's a lot of good information on developing the craft training program, and I thought I was going to go in there knowing it all, because I think we have a pretty good training program, but I learned a couple things and that I need to bring back to my leadership. So I appreciate you guys putting that on. It was really good.
Yeah, no, thank you for the input, man. Thank you for the feedback. That's what we're striving to do as a committee. So I appreciate everybody's time. There wasn't a lot on the agenda. We got through it pretty quickly, and we beat the 30-minute mark. So thank you, everybody, for jumping on and for participating and giving us your time and effort. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. So that's what we got for today, Brianna. I think we can call it a meeting.
Okay. Stop your